Yo.
Yeah, we in the building once again, Full Blast Radio.
We in there.
Chilling with my brother Cookz.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's your boy
Word.
Cookz 24. Highs and lows, all in between. How's everybody doing?
Chilling. Cream, Mario, Full Blast Tribe, we in here. Cook,
Shout
Full
out to the
Blast Radio.
tribe. Shout out to the tribe. The tribe. I am tribe. You
Word
know what
up.
I'm saying?
Word up, man.
I love this feeling, man. I want to say again, thank you, and to the whole tribe for letting me, you know what I mean, be a part of. Also, shout out to Mr. Mario Master. Also, you know what I'm saying.
Facts.
Also was inducted too. So, I will do my best and continue supporting, sharing, liking,
Word.
donating,
Yeah,
pushing the word out there as far as it can go and further.
word. Just do what y'all been doing, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
y'all
sir.
good
Yes, sir.
friends, man, and first and foremost, like, your vibe is positive, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I like. Like, even when we had the, wasn't just disagreement, it was just like the thing we had when we did the East versus South thing, and people was trying to just, I was like, nah, man, nah, we ain't going, that's my bro, you know what I mean? Like, he been since day one, he know hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So, ain't gonna no disrespect coming Cook's way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wanted to be like try to come off. You know what I'm saying? Like we trolling and -9. It's not what it's about. People can have opinions, but don't disrespect. So I
You right.
wanted to make that clear to everybody. Like, ain't nobody disrespecting Cooks. He been there since day one, and he showed nothing but love. You know what I mean? You gotta recognize good people. You know what I mean? So that's why I want to tell you that once again, Cooks. Real talk.
Okay. And I also like to say that I didn't get like mad or offended or nothing like that. I just was I guess maybe I didn't explain it right.
Nah,
Maybe
you
we
did.
didn't
Nah, it
come
was
at it
good.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at more the fun factor. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying, the stuff that make folks smile and dance. I wasn't really trying to come at it super serious like this was better than that. So I
Exactly.
that's why I kind of felt like I messed up it. But like you
Nah,
said,
nah, not at
it was
all,
just
bro.
a miscommunication, and
Mm-hmm.
hey,
Nah.
I'm a positive dude, so I don't let, like my grandma told me, don't
Mm.
make no decision when you're mad. That's when you do something
Yeah,
you're gonna regret.
you're right. You're right. That's a real important
So
lesson.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I thank Big Mama for that. You know what I'm saying.
Word.
But all right, so
Yeah, bro.
go ahead and just get this interview started. You know what I'm saying.
No doubt, man. Appreciate
Well,
this, man. That's what's up.
yes, sir. Well, like I would like to start out with saying, yo, I am Cookz 24. For those who don't know, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
COOKZ 24. You know what I mean, and I am a small time podcaster, little dude. You know what I'm saying. I just try to get to meet people, know people, network,
Mm-hmm.
to move further, be better than I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying.
Word.
So, Djaytiger, you are a DJ, and I draw to you by the music that you was playing, that you still play, that
Mm-hmm.
you spread out, that hip hop flavor, keeping hip hop alive the right way. You know what I'm saying?
No
You're
doubt.
not you don't add nothing extra. You bring it to it real, and you keep on doing it. And that's the one thing about you that I feel like is very important. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So uh public figure, DJing online since 2017. That's something that I don't think I knew. I think I caught up with you last year, maybe early last year, or was it early this year?
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I think it was early last year, if I'm not mistaken. Was it?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, was it 2019, right? If I'm not mistaken? It was
Yes,
around
yes,
April?
yes,
Something
yes.
like that.
If I
Yeah.
ain't mistaken, if I ain't mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, follow you, follow him. Anybody that knows, if you already don't, follow him at Full Blast Radio on YouTube, Twitch, Mixcloud, TuneIn, and also Instagram, right?
Instagram. Yes, sir.
Okay, all
And you
right.
and you got the
Uh,
same handle as well, right?
yes,
24
sir. Cooks
on
24, the
IG.
same everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Twitter and Twitter also.
No
You got a
doubt.
Twitter too, don't you? Don't you got a
Yeah.
Twitter?
Yeah. I use it just to like broadcast, like I got the stream playing. So every song
Okay.
where it plays, it'll say Full Blast Radio now playing MOP. You know what I mean? So every
Okay.
song that plays, it's kind of like updated playlist. So I don't tweet that much, but
Okay.
yeah, definitely DJ Tiger on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to ask, are you ever gonna, what I'm saying, attack Twitter a little more? You ever gonna, what I'm saying, or you just use it just for that and leave it at this?
Yeah, like if I feel like I go in there and like I go in there and like check my settings, and if I see something, I'll tweet something real quick. But I'm
Okay.
not really
Okay.
active like that on there. So I
Okay.
definitely
All right.
more active on IG and you of course YouTube.
Okay. Gotcha. All
Word.
right. Also just to throw in, you do live shows such as Root Wednesday, your Monday mix day mix, midday mix,
No doubt.
uh, the late night, relaxing tunes. You know what I'm saying? For
Hmm.
just to chill in when you're trying to relax, getting off
Overnight,
work and
yeah.
stuff. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Uh, I feel like you also are a leader in hip hop. You know what I mean?
Wow.
By the way you talk to the people, react with the people, share with the people. I feel like you do have a very big foot in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Just certain people ain't listening, and that's why we got the full blast tribe to spread and make it, keep it growing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Thank
me,
you.
I feel like, what I'm saying, as well as you do a lot of research and you share the information. That's one thing I love about you too, man. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? It's
thanks.
just cool, big brother style. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you be getting the information and like songs people don't know about and mixes and producers and things. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You share it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Cause I
So
get it from other people too, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna get it, then I'm gonna share it, you know what I mean? It's like we gotta only be better at each one teach one. Like
yes, sir.
only keep growing. Gotta keep
Yes,
growing,
sir. Yes,
Word.
sir.
So I appreciate
So,
that, man. Real talk.
oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I noticed that. I tried to notice that, and I did notice that. So I just want to say, thank you for taking a short while to talk with me through
Mm-hmm.
24. And you know what I mean. I know you're gonna probably share some more information as we get into it. So, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna start out by just asking you first off. You know what I mean. How you doing, man? How life been treating you?
Yeah, man. Doing good, like ever since we made the move down here from New York, I'm originally from Strong Island, born in Glen Cove. uh,
Okay.
Home of Ashanti. Shout out to Ashanti.
Shout out to
She having
Shanti.
the doing the versus thing on Saturday, so looking forward to watching that. But yeah, man. Since we moved down here, man, we hit a little rough patch. When you first move, and I ain't never moved like that. Was like out of state, so it was rough.
Okay.
And then trying to reestablish my doing DJing because I was DJing, every week for like different people, like especially during the spring and summer, they would always book me. And I was always doing blends and mixes, but I've like really been doing them more since I moved down because I had to reestablish and reinvent myself because I didn't know nobody trying to get in the spots, what spots was playing the genre of music I was doing, you know what I mean? So I was like, let me just go, just start going a little harder doing online, and then eventually just started growing and growing, and
Okay.
we still growing, you know what I mean, as you can see. So um it's dope, good feeling, man, to having people support it, and not even think it was gonna be a movement like that. I was just like, let me just do this, and not like, yeah, I'm gonna write, we're gonna do this and do it now. So I mean, now it's like that, but in the beginning, it was just doing it, man. Just the love of DJing, man. So it's been dope.
Okay. Yeah, you did. You did. You just put you answered about 2 or 3 questions in one. So I'm
Mm.
gonna. I was gonna ask you. Originally from where you at now, but you said you from Strong Island. Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is Long Island.
Long Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how are things different? Of course, being down south and up north, of course, there's difference. But
Mm.
like in your eyes and like how you live, like what's some of the different things that you had to adjust to?
Uh, it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't like because it's not like it's foreign to me. Like family from the South. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother from North Carolina. She was in New York all her life. But obviously the pace is much laid back, definitely much laid back. You know what I mean? New York is just a hustle and bustle, grinding, like, but then that comes with stress. You know what I mean? So there's a lot. You know, that's just the New York City never sleeps. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I was used to always coming down south, coming to North Carolina, visiting my great aunt, rest in peace,
Mm-hmm.
on my mother's side of the family. So I
Mm-hmm.
kind of knew, about just the feeling of being down south. It didn't feel foreign, you know what I mean? Then I remember I came down in 2016 for Thanksgiving, and that's when I was like really seeing, wow, like all my family's down here. They moved out, and they're like, living good, living comfortable, this and that. So from 2016 to 2017, we was just like, yo, let's do it. Let's be out. But
Oh,
yeah, just the yeah, it's I can't really pinpoint like, yo, it was a big lifestyle change. You know what I mean? Like I was nervous and not used to it. You know what I mean? Because I
mm-hmm.
already knew about the South. So it was good. It was good. Like I have no regrets. You know what I mean? So,
Okay.
but
DJing
mm-hmm.
there.
Uh huh.
What's the difference with DJing there and DJing here?
Um, well, like I said, I haven't really I DJ'd a at a spot, but it was catered to my element. You know what I mean? So it was fine. I went in there and did my thing. You know what I mean? So there was no really real difference. I guess if I'm doing something where it's not my element, that I would have to adjust. You know what I mean? Or I probably wouldn't even be in that element to do it because I know, you know, what I bring to the table as far as DJing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, there was no real like I had to adjust music and stuff like that. I DJed at two different spots. One was like the dude wanted to see, you know, what I can do because they don't know me. So I
Mm-hmm.
just did my thing. Still, people was dancing, bobbing their heads and stuff. So it wasn't like like, oh man, I gotta change the music. Now if it's a younger crowd, obviously, the younger crowd they listen to more the trap and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't even go in that form anyway because that's not what I
No.
do.
Okay.
So yeah, like I
Okay.
said, as far as like big change in music, nah, because I'm doing the online thing, so I get to
Okay.
I
Okay.
get to play, 70s, 80s, 90s. So.
So, quick question: Is DJing for you a full time thing
Yeah, now it is. Yeah, yeah. Before,
nowadays?
yeah.
Okay.
Since
So let me ask you this. Okay, go ahead. You just gonna say
oh no
something?
no, I was gonna say since the end of August, I made it
Okay.
full time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
All right. So what here's a good one. What in your mind are some of the things that the common public don't understand about what it takes to be a DJ? You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody like a fan be like, hey, play this song. If I call request this song, play this song. Like, what's some of the things that people don't understand? It's tough for a DJ. It ain't that easy. You know what I'm saying?
I think most of the time it's like because I can tell by like how we're treated with like getting hired for
Hmm.
clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like they always want to shortchange the DJ because I think in their mind they thinking like, oh, it's easy just to play records, just to play songs. But nah, it's about a vibe, a feeling. You know what I mean? Like you gotta feel the people, the room out. You gotta transition from one genre to the next with ease, where it's what I mean, where you keeping people dancing, like whatever you doing. You know what I mean? So I think that it was that where, especially from these promoters, because all they're thinking about is money. You know what I mean? So they'll try to. I know I had a lot of instances where, oh man, we didn't have that many people in here, so they want to shortchange me. Meanwhile, you done paid the club to rent out the spot. You done paid, for the bar. You know what I mean? You paying the security, but you want to shortchange the one person that can make or break that party. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like you pay everybody. So you pay everybody. And then you tell the DJ, oh man, I don't have the money to pay you, and say the DJ don't show up. Then what's gonna happen? You ain't gonna have no party. I don't care if you had the best liquor there, the best security, the dopest club. If there ain't no DJ in there, or you got some whack DJ in there, guess what? You ain't gonna have no party. You might be at a spot where, damn, this liquor's trash. They ain't got high grade liquor. They don't got top shelf,
Hmm.
but the DJ's in there rocking. So at least you can be like, yo, the music was on point, thank God, because the alcohol sucked. Somebody gonna
Okay.
be sipping, the best liquor in there, but if you ain't listening to music, you like, man, I'm out of here because I can
I
get
did. I
liquor
can.
anywhere else.
I mean, I could be at home doing this.
Yeah, yeah. So it was a lot of that, man. I was getting, and I was doing spots where, you know what I mean, like, I was trying to just chase the money, like, you know what I mean, and it wasn't that much money, and getting
Hmm.
shortchanged and doing like open mics for like, for nothing, bro. You know what I mean? And being there 1 in the morning, then have to get up and go to work. And it
Okay.
was like, damn, what am
Okay.
I what am I doing? Like, I'm doing stuff for other people instead of doing it for myself.
Okay. So you did have a "What am I doing" moment. I always wondered that too.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And in my
Okay. And
demeanor, man, I don't try to come across as like an asshole to people, you know what I mean? But people take advantage of people that are nice.
yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why I would get, jerked a lot, you know what I mean? So but like as you grow older, you learn, you know what I mean? You just learn not to, all right, well, I learned from that one time, from that person. I'm not going to, do it again. Or if I do,
Hmm.
money up front. Or, you know what I mean? Like I had to do that to somebody that, I never dealt with, but I had to bring it to him like that, because I didn't want the feeling like, oh, this promoter gonna jerk me, because I didn't know his history. So I had to be like, yo, I need that up front, you know, 400,
Hmm.
like, and he's like, oh man, I don't know if that was in my budget. I'm like, I hear you, but yo, that's what I charge, and what I was charging was, it was still like a low price. It wasn't nothing like high. So, but I had to really start getting on, yo, it's got to be about business. Business is business. You know what I mean? Personal is personal. Just like what's the name said, New Jack City. You know what I mean? I don't
Why?
take
Why?
nothing. Business is
Let me
business.
ask you this. Let me ask you this. Why do you think that why do you think that people like that would take it personally and miss the business aspect of it? It's because of personal relationship or
Because they're not business minded themselves,
okay.
and they're trying to get over. That's why the term shady promoter. You know what I mean? Because they know what they're doing. They know what they're trying to get over. So if they, immediately come at you like, now I don't know business, and try with the excuses, then they're
Hmm.
trying to get over, or they're not really business minded themselves. So
Okay.
then you just, then that's like good. Then you just know who you're not gonna deal with, and you just keep it pushing. But
Yeah.
before I
All
was,
right.
chasing the money, because I'm like, yo, I need money, this, and that, this, you know what I mean? And it's like, then you taking anything, but then you low grading yourself.
And
I gotta thank my wife for that, because she told me, she was like, yo, stop, low grading yourself. You're better than this. Your
mhm.
talent speaks to yourself, like, know your worth. You got to know your worth, you know?
That damages that also damages your reputation. Also does.
Um, no, I wouldn't say that, because if you're good at what you do, you're going to sell a reputation. That's why you're so sought out. But it's just
Okay.
that you can't lower yourself to just take anything, or be jerked by people that know your talent, but yet they're going to take advantage of you. So
Hmm.
they're being selfish, you know.
Oh, okay.
So
Being independent, which you are, and you are independent, right?
facts.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, being independent, you know what I'm saying? To you, what does it mean to be independent? And is it important to also to add to that? Is it important to have a team when you're independent?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, shoot, the proof is in what's going on now with Full Blast. You know what I mean? Like, it's. I mean, I'm seeing how the independence is finally. You know what I mean? Um, the feeling of like waking up and coming to do what you love. You know what I mean? It is dope. And then having the support behind you is even doper. And I read a meme on IG today from Mike Hands. Shout out to Mike Hands, and it was like, don't beg from support from people you know in your life, because most of the support comes from strangers, and meaning like not strangers like, but like people that you didn't grow up with, people that you just
Hmm.
meeting, now. You know what I mean? Like, there's been, hundreds of people I grew up with that, that I know from afar. But, and maybe they do support from afar, but you wouldn't know it because you don't see them.
Hmm.
But I
Okay.
know the support I'm getting now from you, First Lady, Cream, Demario, Brother Dragon, Newt, the list goes on and on. SOD,
Right.
you know what I mean? And I met y'all within these last year and a half.
True.
And the support y'all been giving me is like phenomenal. And of course, my family, like that just goes without saying. My family
Yes,
always
sir.
support me, my
Yes,
wife, my
sir.
sister, my kids, my parents, you know what I mean? Um, but it's just dope to see, you know what I mean, to see that and get that without no not under false pretenses or not an agenda. You know what I mean? But if it's agenda, it's we help each other out.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to First Lady and Reno. They got their channels popping. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I love that. You know what I'm saying? That we're all connected and we're all helping each other. Like, you know what I mean? Just by like Reno was in J. Rule's live, and that set up for me to get the J. Rule interview because he was in his live. Said, "Yo, go check out Full Blast Radio." So he told me about it, and I went there to his IG. I saw for a contact, email him, and I emailed him. He was like, "All right, get in touch with my manager," and boom, just like that. So if he didn't do that, who knows? You know what I mean? Like it's putting a spark in your brain to do stuff.
Okay. Okay.
So
And you just chopped into the next one. I was going to ask you about what are some of the avenues and doors that's opened up networking as a consistent DJ, which you are. So go, you continue. I was going to ask you that, but you are already breaking it down for me. So you continue what you were saying.
yeah, shoot, well, First Lady was part of Beehive with Busy Bee. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And she
Okay.
been rocking with me, and I've been going to Busy's live. Consistent. She was like, "Yo, we got to show him support." You know what I mean? So I've been on this live, and then she got the interview with him. You know what I mean? So that was like the first, like, of one of the hip hop stars. You know what I mean? Pioneers. You know what I mean? I did one with PMD, but that was like my early stages trying to get Full Blast on. This was, back in Long Island before I moved. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
Busy, I mean, I'm saying like through y'all, through the Full Blast tribe. You know what I mean? Like it started with her, with that. Then it was like, yo, everyone is connected now with social media. It's easy to catch this. Back in the days with the record labels, if you didn't know the manager or nothing, like how are you going to even get to these people? And there weren't that many outlets anyway. It was Stretching Bobito, which was an underground hip hop show, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone went up there like even when they were semi-famous or before they became famous, like Nas, Guru, Mobb Deep. So, but it was only like one or two avenues besides the radio that they were connected to. But now you can reach out to these stars now. And now, especially with the pandemic, they ain't doing nothing. So for them to stay relevant or whatever and still be in the radar of people, they're doing interviews with YouTube shows that are pushing numbers because people see their fan base and they're seeing like with the verses. Like that was beautiful what they're doing for the artists because first of all, they're not charging us so to watch it. So that's why I'm able to stream it. And their streaming numbers go up by the millions and billions. So they're eating off of the verses. So it's like them doing shows. You know what I mean? So it's keeping all these artists. So that's why you're gonna find artists that are good natured. They're willing to do interviews and not charge like Full Blast Radio or charge, any of these other podcasts, because that's still keeping them going because their music is not, you can stream their music, but as far as them being, doing shows and, other things where you see them live, you don't see that. So okay. That's what's dope. And now I'm catching on to that. So now I'm like, I'm hitting up, you know what I mean? I did the interview with Grap Lover. Shout out to Grap, Pete Rock's brother. You know what I mean? We doing one with Dawn Robinson of In Vogue. Like, yeah, I can't wait for that one. That's 2 days.
I didn't know that one. I didn't know that one, man. I didn't know that one.
2 days after Christmas. Yep, she emailed me. So yeah, that's
right.
gonna be live, So So
we're
just gonna keep reaching out, man, to different people of our era and giving them their flowers while they still here, as Nori would say. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to pay tribute after they pass.
And that goes back to what I said at first. Mm-hmm. You share, you do the research, and you always share the information. Word. And you share it with the people who gonna respect the information. You just ain't out there just throwing it. And you sharing it with the ones who respect it. And that's Word. One thing about you that I believe that keeps you growing. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks,
you know what I mean? From like I said, you've been DJing since 2017 online, but you've been DJing for how many years?
I started when I was 16, so that's 34 years.
You know what I'm saying? So can't nobody tell you nothing that you already know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's also, but I'm never stopped learning though too. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I mean, because me doing these shows, I've been like I did the show last night. I've been finding music that I never played before, or really? Maybe I played years ago and just forgot, and now I'm like, it's bringing so much out of me, like. I get in a zone and I just start, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's gonna go with this. So I have y'all to thank for that because y'all pulling the creativity out of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You still ain't found. Hey, you still ain't found that Cellar Dwellers for me yet.
I know. Wait, which one? The one with Redman?
Perfect match.
Yeah. All right, you got to keep reminding me because I got Cellar Dwellers on here.
Okay, I just want to throw that in. Okay, go.
I've been finding so much that, because, as a DJ, you be thinking, yo, I got everything. But then, like, when you hear something someone else play, then you like, oh, shoot, yo, I got to play that joint. Like, matter of fact, what was it, First Lady? Busy was playing a joint on his live. And I was like, oh, man, I got to play that joint. Oh, it was the Where I Want to Be, Shade Shice and Nate Dogg. You know what I mean? I'm like, I forgot about that joint. So my next set, I said, yo, I had to throw that in there. Jazzy Jeff had played something, and I was like, oh man, I gotta throw that in there. So DJs, man, we giving each other inspiration. You know what I mean? Like you never stop learning. It ain't like, man, I know everything. When you get someone that act like they know everything, they don't know no shit. You know what I mean? Yes, so you don't listen to them. I'm forever a student of this. No matter what, I love. I appreciate the love and support, y'all give me and everything, but man, I'm still learning just like everybody. Like I'm I'm with everybody. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like,
sir. Yes, sir. Um, One thing I noticed is that Wu Tang is a big factor somewhere in your atmosphere. Wu Tang is a big,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That W is something that you always represent and that you always show love to. You know what I'm saying?
word.
'Cause, I mean, you do Wu Wednesdays. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? So, how much influence is Wu Tang to you and why?
Man, just you know what? Because I was a fan, and I'm sure you and a lot of people of the kung fu flicks from back in the days. Five Deadly Venom, Bruce Lee. I would wake up Saturday and
Yeah,
watch Kung Fu Theater on Channel
yeah,
5. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
You know that theme song? So when the Wu came in with that aspect, putting the Kung Fu in it, and just the way they did it, man, they just raw, real hip hop, bro. You're like, I immediately like grabbed onto it, which I know it did for everybody that's a fan of Wu Tang,
Mm-hmm.
and just every member was just dope, man, and different and dope. Like they just the
Man,
formula worked.
it's that they said things that I didn't, and when I was younger, I didn't know. I'm saying certain stuff I did understand, and there's certain stuff I didn't understand, but I like hearing them say it, and I played it over and over again until I could memorize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure every Wu fan, you know what I mean, did that. So, uh,
and then
uh, uh, go ahead, go ahead.
oh, I'll say so as I got older, right? Like, cause you young growing up with them. So and I'm watching ODB and I'm like, yo, ODB crazy. But now
Yeah.
as I got older, I got more a respect for ODB now, man. Cause
Hmm.
ODB was not stupid, bro. He was smart as
No.
hell. And I didn't know about 5% or that teaching. Like I didn't know. I didn't grow up with people that I mean I did, but I wasn't privy to, what they were doing and the building and everything. So I didn't know. So growing up and just getting older and then started really breaking down the lyrics, I was like, yo, that's what he was saying. Yo, that's what a song unique means. You know what I'm saying? And in his
Yeah.
lyrics, like then it just became more of appreciation. Especially with a lot of when you deal with a lot of negativity and garbage that you don't want to hear,
Hmm.
then you
Hmm.
go back to the stuff that you know is real. And then to me, you start hearing more and it hits you different. You know what I mean? Like these soul records, these R&B records hit me different. Like when I do these sample shows, when I'm just playing the samples, that music
Hmm.
hit me different, man. Like it didn't hit me like that before because I'm growing up just listening to the hip hop. But now that when you realize where it's all come from, the soul samples, the different breaks, like shout out to Breakbeat Lou, you know what I mean? Like he orchestrated that, you know what I mean, the pioneer of where the samples and the breaks came from. So it
Hmm.
just I don't know, I'm just get even more appreciation from where our hip hop came from, bro.
So with you being a DJ, Tiger,
Mm-hmm.
what is your actual genre of music? Do you have an actual genre that you like? You know what I'm saying? Like when you ain't live. Sorry about that
That's all
phone
right.
call. I had a phone call. My bad. Like
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
saying, what is like when you ain't live, when you ain't, you know what I'm saying? When it's just you, your fam. What's your actual genre of music that you listen to?
It's still hip hop, like,
Yeah, okay.
but it's you know what it is when I'm playing something else, then I'll stay in that zone because it's like because hip hop, yeah, I can play it. Not that it gets bored to me. It's just that that's all I played so much of it. But now
Okay.
that I start touching on other genres like the classic house, the classic R&B, the soul, even the classic '80s, the rock, it's like, oh shoot, oh man, I remember when this was being played on MTV, like when MTV was playing music, um, or being in the bars in Huntington where they were playing, we was hanging out in the bars in Huntington. That's where I grew up at in Long Island. And they wasn't playing hip hop like that. I mean, if they were playing like, Tone Loc, something real commercial. But, I heard a lot of, you know, 80s, 90s rock like in those bars. So, yeah, I wasn't putting the radio on, let me listen to it, but, I got familiar with it just by hearing it and being around it. So now as a DJ, it's like, oh, shoot, okay, I can go there because I remember this. Oh, I know this joint was hot back then, you know what I mean? So that helps you. And as being a DJ, you should know all good music from every genre. You shouldn't be
Right.
like, cause like when I was doing the songathon, we were having the second one this Saturday at noon to 5.
Okay.
People were playing all types of genre music, and one dude was like, "Yo, the next songathon you do, play just hip hop." And I looked at this dude like, "Yo, bro, are you kidding me?" So if every rapper that we knew growing up was just about hip hop, they wouldn't be the rappers they were, because RZA, Premier, Pete Rock, Dilla, they all pulled samples and songs from opera, rock, jazz, and that's what made them so unique and dope. So how you gonna say just do hip hop? You know what I mean? So you can't. You gotta have love for all good music in all genres. As long as it's good music, good music is good
Okay.
music. It's gonna move you.
Side question, and I'm asking you this as a fan to DJ.
Hmm.
Uh, with the generation now and the music that's out now, which I'm not gonna say nothing bad about it. I'm gonna say is do you with what you just said, is that kind of like the difference in the hip hop that we like, 40-year old, 30-year old, 30 to 25, and 25 and younger, they like what they like. Do you think it? Do you think that there would be an ingredient that they're not seeing that we remember and ain't forgot?
Yeah, was either not that they forgot, it wasn't taught to them. Like brother
One
Jay,
talk to them.
like brother Jay said on the last podcast. Shout out to brother Jay from Instagram. He said there's a disconnect, and he said he blames us as being the OGs of not teaching. You know what I mean? And when the parents don't teach the kids right, look what they do. You know what I mean? You have kids just super violating other kids just for the clout. You know what I mean? There's no morals. There's no connection and nothing. They don't have that where they, listen to, you know what I mean? That soul stuff around the house. Like I remember my mother listening to Johnny Mathis,
Hmm.
Christmas records. My father, got Toto. You know what I mean? Evelyn Champagne King. You know what I mean? And it's just there's a disconnect, man, and you see it. The music they put out now, it's like not. And I'm not talking like cross the board everybody. We talking about what we're talking about, that negative music.
Right
It's
there.
it's about their enemies and about killing them, and they're actually doing it. Like we had hardcore music. Don't get me wrong. We had N.W.A. Onyx, Woo Woo, talk about stuff like that, but there's a way to do it. There's stuff that still moves you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a movement. You know what I mean? Yeah, the dudes tore the club up. You know what I mean? When maybe Onyx came on or something. You know what I mean? Crazy, but it's just different. You know it. We know it. You know what I mean? And a lot of OGs dropped the ball, man. I mean, I remember one interview I saw where someone asked Russell Simmons, like, "Yo, why didn't you copyright the word hip hop? Why didn't none of the OGs?" And he was like, "Yo, I don't know." And it's like, yo, like this is ours, and you let them take it from us. You know what I mean? Like that was the problem right there. They
Man.
let they let it they let it get infiltrated. Like they do everything that we try to come up with. We get infiltrated. Whether it was the Panthers, you know what I mean? Because they want to water it down or destroy it. So, yeah.
That's
Shout out
true.
to
That's
Cream.
true.
So Uncle Russ was too busy pillaging broads. Yeah, yeah, creepy
Shout
ass.
out. What's up, Cream? I see you,
Word,
Cream.
no doubt. But
Oh,
yeah, and a lot of
yeah.
DJs too conform to the bullish that the radio format plays. The same 10 songs every damn hour, and it's programming, and it's programming to make you like music that you would have never liked. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That right there, what you just said, that's another question that I can go ahead and scratch off. I was going to ask you. I want you to touch on that. Independent DJs such as yourself versus industry DJs. Uh, what's some of the pros that you could, share with me? You
I
know what I mean?
play what the hell I want to play, and ain't no
There you
program
go.
director gonna tell me, yo, don't be playing Wu-Tang. Don't be playing. You gotta play the commercial appeal. You gotta play the top 40 what's out. That's what I say. No, we play what the people what we listen to on Full Blast Radio. You know what I mean? And that's why I started it, because I was like I got tired of complaining, like, yo, how come they ain't, you know what I'm saying, playing our music? It was about a balance. It wasn't like, don't play that, because I can just turn the radio off. I don't want to hear it. But my problem was there was no balance. You gave us an hour of old school. Like, yeah, give these old dudes that hour. They'll be fine. You know what I mean? Give them these crumbs. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, because I saw the shift. And
Uh,
y'all, they can attest in the chat room. They saw the shift when what Kiss FM was playing, what High 7 was, before they started conforming, before they were bought out by the corporations and they was telling them what to play. Man, I moved my mother down south, and this is when it really, really hit me. This was 2003, 2004. Um, I moved my mother down, and my cousin drove with me. And every state we hit, in every state, they were playing the same songs every 2 hours. And I was like, yo, why is every state and every urban radio station, why are they playing the same song? And I was like, wow, they all got infiltrated by the corporations, telling them what to play. And right then and there, I was just like, yeah, I'm done with the radio. So anytime I had the radio on, I was listening to talk radio. I was listening to sports radio. I wasn't listening for the music.
yeah,
Because then as we was
exactly.
getting more accessible to hearing what we want to hear, because, you know, with the radio, it was like, you know, if you didn't have the radio on, then you couldn't really hear the music unless you had the CD or the tape deck of what you played.
Mhm.
But now with
Mhm.
the internet, you really don't need the radio now.
You really don't need no radio at
So,
all.
yup, college
And
radio
like,
was the only alternative that was dope. You're right, Cream. And that's why I got to thank Digital for Battles on Radio, which that's
mhm.
what got me onto the radio. We did college radio at WSB. This was in Stony Brook on
Okay.
Long Island, Stony Brook
Okay.
University, and they had a show called Battles on Radio. Rest in peace to AC to God. He was one of the co-hosts, one of the founder of Battles
See.
on Radio, and
Mhm.
all around good dude, man. DJ Richie Ruckus, another DJ on there. And I started meeting people through there because we was interviewing. We had Bumpy Knuckles. He DJ'd on my turntables. I had my turntables set up. He DJ'd on there because Bumpy Knuckles, you know, he DJs. You know, he's a
Yeah.
DJ. And man, we had Lost Professor come through there. Evil
Mm.
D, DJ Diamond, DJ Goomba. We had De La, I think Keith Murray, Ron
Mm.
Kemp, like a lot of people, man. And
Mm.
yeah, man, just interviewing these dudes and being in there and taking pictures with them. We had Raheem of the Furious Five. It was just
Mm.
dope, man. And we would have a hip hop marathon every year. We'd raise money, like how I'm raising money for the website, and
Yes,
people would
sir.
call in and give donations. Yo, these DJs would drive from the city to Long Island, be like an hour and a half drive for free, and would DJ because we have a 24-hour. We would be on the radio,
Mhm.
and it would nonstop, and we would have DJs come and do a sets, do hour set, 2 hour sets, and we'd have DJs come through, and would DJ, and would do it for no money, just for the love, for showing support. You know what I mean? For the real hip hop culture, man. And
Yes, sir.
that was love. You know what I mean? So that was dope. With college radio, man, we kept that real hip hop on Long Island going. You know what I mean? And they still doing it to this day. So shout out to
And
Digital and Struggle. Gotta figure shout out my man Struggle as well.
at that time, was you still
But my
full
bad.
blast?
My bad. I don't want to forget no one. Lies Paparazzi as well. I don't want to forget nobody.
Oh yeah,
As
okay,
well. You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
okay,
Cut Lord DJ Swift too. Word up.
okay.
Word
Yes,
up.
sir. Much love, and respect.
Word up.
Uh, at that time, which I'm going back to what you were just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Was you DJ Tiger, Full Blast? Was you both of them, or was you just what I'm saying?
It was funny was this dude that I used to hang out with. He was like, cause my nickname was Tiger, so I just threw the DJ on, and just made it simple. And he was like, "Yo, you should be DJ Tiger, aka Full Blast." And I was like,
Mm,
"Oh," I was like, "Oh, I guess that kind of flowed." You know what I mean? I don't know where he had got it from, but he was just saying, "Yeah, you used to be DJ Tiger, aka Full Blast." So there's certain people that used to be like, "Yo, Full Blast, what's good?" So it was way before I started thinking about Full Blast radio. You know what I mean? Because it was way before the
okay,
internet. So it was
okay,
always Full Blast. You know what I mean? So I would try to find cuts where a rapper would say Full Blast and use it. You know what I mean? And that's where that came from. And then years
okay,
later,
okay,
when Full Blast, radio, I was like, oh, okay, I'll use Full Blast for radio and name it Full Blast Radio. Like, you're gonna get blasted in full. That was like my motto. Like, get blasted in
okay,
full with Djaytiger. Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah,
So that's where that come from.
yeah.
All right. I was wondering about that.
Word.
I'm
I'm,
gonna
I'm
ask you
glad you
that
asked me that
too.
because I'll be forgetting.
Yeah, I'm glad I did too, because I was gonna ask. I was wondering. I was wondering.
Mhm.
So, well, you done gave me so many names of people that you listen to, been around,
Mhm.
and stuff of that nature. Who were your, who were some of your biggest inspirations coming up as a DJ? You know what I'm saying?
Just people that were doing the music, like the hip hop.
Yeah, even in regular life, you know what I'm saying? Even just some of the inspirations that you had that made you
Oh,
want to,
okay.
like you know, during that time when you said you had when I said like you had a what am I doing moment? Like what's something that kept you going?
Okay. So Cool Herc, Cool Herc, Foundation of Hip Hop, Sedgwick
Hmm.
Avenue. His brother Herc, and K1. I grew up with them on Long Island, and K1 he had the original break beats. First of all, he had one of the original pairs of Technique 1200s before these are blue, but the gray ones that came out, he had the
Hmm.
ones that came out before that. They were I think they were blue, but not this. They were like original Technique 1200s before they came out with the gray ones that you see everyone DJ on. And he had break beats, like the original break beats on vinyl, on records. And I'll go to his house and he'll be just mixing them back and forth, and I'll be just watching them. You know what I mean? Like, that was dope.
Yes, yes.
And
History.
so yeah, he was one. You know what I mean? And then just listening to music, man. Like Run DMC was one of my first records I bought. I remember scratching King of Rock, and but yo, real talk. Like, I think of, like, I used to always say, like, growing up, like listening to Pete Rock, Premier. Obviously, those my inspirations, but like I'm thinking about now with, like I was saying about, like, with the R&B and the soul and the records. I gotta say my pops, man, cause he's the one that had the Lafayette. He had an old school Lafayette turntable, and he had all the records, like, you know what I mean, Evan Champagne King, Shaka Khan,
Hmm.
Weather Report. You know what I mean? And I remember these records, he had them. You know what I mean? So I would, be playing them and scratching on them. So, like, and that just hit me like a few months ago. Like, yo, he's the inspiration behind my music. Like, he didn't
Hmm.
DJ, but he had the turntable, he had the records. So, you're not thinking of that when you're younger. You just trying to borrow your father's stuff. You know what I mean? I had a
Yeah.
I had a double cassette rec. uh, box that I used to, bring on the bus going to school, and I used to plug the turntable up to the box and would make mixes and make what they call pause tapes. You doing a mix and you pause it, and then you change it and you hit the unpause again, and you make, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know it was called pause. I was just doing it, and then come to find out, I hear all these other DJs talking about, yeah, man, we used to make pause tapes back in the day. I was like, oh shoot, all these DJs were doing pause tapes. Like, this is dope. So
I'm curious. I'm curious, DJ Tiger. Uh, um, and this is a real big curiosity question. Being a DJ, do you have to be tech savvy?
you have to be what?
Tech savvy. You know what I'm saying? Like
No.
really know about technology.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
well, now you do, but to me, you gotta learn. You gotta learn from the jump on these two turntables without that laptop. That's just me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
like I know like I've seen, the DJs now, like Jazzy Jeff uses the I forgot what it's called, but it's like a it's like a black bar, it's a signal thing, and you put it on here and you don't even need the needle, and it picks the signal up. So that cuts out buying needles wearing down, or wearing down the vinyl, where you have to eventually, buy more of these discs.
Dang.
But if anyone says, yo, why Jazzy Jeff ain't using wax? Shut up. Because this is Jazzy Jeff you talking about. This is an icon in DJing. Like, he paid his dues. These are people that paid their dues.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So,
Yes, sir.
but the technology, you can have the illest technology. If you whack, you're going to be whack. Like, I seen DJs, and a perfect example was these rappers. Look how easy it is they can make a song. But if they garbage, you still garbage. You still got to
Right.
have the talent to do it, no matter what you got. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I could be in $1 million studio instead of this up in my attic right now. You know what I'm saying? But if I was whack, I'd be whack. No matter, what you put in front of them, you gotta still know, it still gotta come out of you. That
Right.
talent, that art form, it still gotta, come out of you. That's why I say, DJs want to learn, they should, they can learn. But I know there's DJs that probably haven't learned on wax, but they're
Mhm.
nice because
But they're not.
But that's because they have the talent. They still have that talent.
Okay.
So that's the big difference. So it's not like, nah, don't be learning on those CDJs. Don't be learning with the controller. Get your techniques and learn first. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I prefer it, that. But if you got the talent, you're gonna be nice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
People talk about D Nice. I see people hating on D Nice. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, D Nice been doing this. You know what I mean? D Nice just happened to blow up because D Nice was already somebody in the limelight, was DJing. He just happened to blow up during the pandemic because he was doing his thing, playing the records people love. You know what I mean? But you're always gonna get somebody that's gonna not agree with. But as long as you get 98% to 2, you doing something right. So
Very right.
yeah.
And I can see that you definitely on the same path. You definitely giving the blueprint out. I can see that. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, bro.
Which is highly respectable. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Very highly respectable, man. You know what I mean?
It's stuff I'm learning, man. I'm still learning. You know what I mean? But yo, as far as like more like the music inspiration, like I said, my pops, K1, shout out to K1. Shoot, and just being around people that graffiti. Yo, I used to draw. You know what I'm saying? I got the inspiration from my cousin, like a distant cousin to me, Brad. Shout out to Brad. And my other friend, he comes in the chat too. Concrete Vibes. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out
Like
Concrete Vibe.
they are nasty with it. You know what I mean? So, in K1 too, he was a bomber. Yo, did you see the news? About 24 subway cars just got bombed. They did a ill graffiti on it. Like, oh, we got to take these guys down. I'm like, yo, why don't y'all worry about the homeless mentally people that are pushing people on the subway tracks? Worry about that, not about people spray painting subway cars. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's a whole another subject. But
man.
That was part of hip hop, man. The bombers, you know what I mean? They out there making those cars look dope. You know what I mean? So they was doing that. So being around that too, that was hip hop. The break dancing, you know what I mean? And man, it was just dope, man. That era, our era was dope, man. Nothing messing with our era.
And while you mentioned that, when you throw that in, I'm also gonna ask you this, 'cause another curious question. What else? What else? What other hobbies that you do? What else did you have, or what else were you good at? You know what I'm saying? Besides DJing, like what else interested you or caught your attention? You know?
It was the DJing. I mean, like I said, I drew too. Sure. I mean, actually, yeah, I could pull out. We pull out a.
You got art.
Yeah, I got a notebook because I had found it when I was cleaning up. And I was like, oh shoot, I got all this artwork stuff I used to draw. Now my son, my oldest son, bro, he is nasty with it. Let me tell you, my son, yo, he's dope. He's dope. And like my father, you know, he drew, he paints. So I got that from him. And he said I was better than him. My son better than me. So it's like passed down and passed down, bro. So it's beautiful like to see that. Like I saw him drawing like freehand like stuff. I'm like, yo, he's dope. He's dope. So but give me 1 second.
Go ahead.
Shout out to the tribe.
Shout out to the tribe. Everybody, I see you. Slick Nick, Cream. Shout out to y'all. Much love. Thank you for watching, commenting. I see y'all in there. I'm able to see the comments and stuff now. You know what I'm saying? Last time I was online, I didn't get to see the comments. So this time I see the comments. First lady, how you doing? Much love to you too, and respect.
Oh, my other love. I'm sorry. Shoot, my other love was comics, bro. Shoot.
I was getting to that. I was coming to that.
But let me show you the pictures. Yeah, let me show you the pictures, then we'll get right to that. Because you know we got the show later on today with 6 Element at 6:30.
Yes, sir. Reno. Shout out to Reno.
Shout out to Reno.
And Stu.
So I drew this a tiger. I don't know if y'all can see it.
What is the tiger about? What's the look? Where did the tiger come from, DJ?
My father said that he used to watch a detective show back in the 70s, and the dude's name was Tiger. So that's where he got it from. So it ain't got nothing to do with the damn animal.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what he told me. I'm about to ask him again, but I remember him telling me that. But damn, so I got everything in here except my pictures. I got I had stuff in here when I went to school for audio engineering. I still got like my notes. Yo, I still got like when I used to write down what I'm gonna mix, like my notes, like this R&B Volume 2. Like, I don't know if you can really see it, but like, you know, it's just like text like, oh, okay, I'm gonna write this. Okay. So I had to write it down and prepare like before I do the mix.
Oh yeah, pre-playing. Got you playing.
Yeah. Just like how rappers be writing their lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, write down, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this blend, I'm gonna do this one.
Got to have your strategy.
Yeah. Gotta strategize.
Brother Dragon. What's up, Brother Dragon?
Oh, okay. So this one I drew.
Green.
I drew this from the Mantronics cover.
Oh man, that's
Mantronics,
nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice. I can see that in the comic book.
So it says DJ FULLBLAST, because I used to say DJ FULLBLAST. Strong Island Productions. That I drew this cover, Brand Nubian.
Very nice.
Yeah, I drew that.
You got skills, DJ.
Little something, just a little bit.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I used to draw a lot. Yo, I also did a college radio station with my man Roger that I met in college. I went to WSSU, Winston-Salem State, and we did a college radio show there. So because we was in North Carolina, so we was bringing that East Coast down there, and that's how I knew about Tough Crew. With I
Okay.
did the interview with Tone. Shout out to Tone from Tough Crew, and he put me on to them. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, shoot. So I mean, I'll just say it. You know what I mean? It's just different people that I ran into that put me up on hip hop. You know what I mean? So that's what's dope too. It ain't like, because a lot of people will say, oh, this star, because they think about stars, but it's people that put me on hip hop, and then just listening to it, I just get the inspiration to, when I hear J Dilla joint or P Rock. Shout out to my man Chris. He from Atlanta. He put me on to Dilla. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew about Dilla, but he put me on to a lot of Dilla, like, that I didn't even know about. And I was like, I felt cheated because it was like, damn, I ain't appreciate him until after he was gone. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't following Dilla from the beginning. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, you know how you feel cheated? Like, damn, like, you want to share that when they, like, it's like, picture like if you wasn't around when WuTang Forever dropped. And then you caught on to WuTang years later. You feel cheated. Like, damn, you didn't witness when the WuTang Triumph video hit. You didn't witness ODB grabbing the mic talking about WuTang for the children. Like, those are moments in time that you witness. Queen City, you remember Roger Rabbit on WSNC 90.5? Yo, that is dope. Yo, he remembers our radio show, bro.
Shout out Queen City G.
That's love right there, man. This is what I'm talking about. Like, you never think that, you know what I'm saying? Oh. Hey, you better cut it out.
Boss in there.
Hold on 1 second. Let me let her answer.
Oh yeah, do you think? Yo, thanks. I want to say thanks to everybody for who's tuned in. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're having a pretty great conversation right now. He definitely telling me things I didn't know about him. So I'm glad that I levitated and got a chance to be a part of FULLBLAST Tribe. Also glad I got a chance to get to know more about Djaytiger. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all knew some of this stuff, and then some of y'all didn't. I hope y'all listening because it's some great stuff to talk about here.
Dog I'm about to get a cap. Give this dog some fresh skibbity paps. Tony Baker would say, man, dog, get on your nerves sometimes. But yo, that's crazy, Queen City. You was there because he remembered the radio show. Yo, that's beautiful, man. Yo, just like Fly Quad, she met her brother on here, man, that she never met before, man. Like,
man,
you talking about emotional, bro? Like,
whoa, that's super smooth right there. Didn't know that.
That's dope. That's just dope.
Wow.
Word up.
See, it's like a gift, man. You know,
yeah.
I mean, you bring the platform. Your platform ain't just for, it's for almost everything. But it's in a positive format. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everything you do is for the positive, which keeps the growth going. I levitate to you. I was just telling everybody right then when you had to step off. Well, I levitate to you because you stay positive with it. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man. Word. It's dope, man.
Let me ask you this. In 2017, that's when, you started your own line.
Oh, no. Real quick. Let's get back to, because you said, what was my other love? It was comics. But we're going to touch
okay.
Comics.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and jump on that because I was going to say, you got a love for animation and comics. So, yeah, go ahead and tell me. Let's jump into that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I guess that's where that came from. Now that I think about it, me drawing, because I like the comics. I like how they look, different drawings and stuff like that. And I can't remember, like, I can remember riding my bike to a little convenience store, and they had the comics on a rack where you could spin it, choose what you want. So I remember,
oh yeah.
So I remember doing that. I think that's when I first started buying them. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm trying to remember. Like, that was one of the first time I can't remember like the first this was my first comic. I think it might have been like a
Okay.
Green Lantern or something like that. But I just remember
Mm.
like just riding my bike, picking some comics up, coming back home, reading them. Before I know, I had a closet full, man, just stacked up. And you know, as a kid, no one's telling you, yo, you better put these in plastic. You better put these in because they're gonna be worth money later on. Like we didn't know that.
Did not.
So I ended up when I moved or whatever, I was like, oh man, I ain't got no room for these. Throw them out. Throw them out, bro. So I can imagine. I had like the first Wolverine. I had,
Oh.
yeah. I don't want to think about it right now. I get mad. But yeah, man, I love the comics, man. I still do. You know, as you already know. You know what I mean?
So
So
would you be in collected comics? You also probably got the toys, the figurines too, the
oh
Transformers.
yeah, Star
You know what I mean?
Wars, yeah. I don't know if they had Transformer toys back then, but definitely Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? We played, my cousin, my friend Kenny. We played with the figures, Star Wars figures and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. So I
And,
had fun doing that as
and
well.
and do you incorporate that with your DJing? You know what I mean? Like,
No,
do you incorporate it?
it was just a separate, but it was like just another love or just something to do. You know, just something to do. You know, childhood. I mean, I used to ride bikes. Had a BMX, little mongoose.
Mm.
One of my best friends, he said when he had first moved, he was like, yeah, he said, yeah, I remember you had that bike outside, and me and my brother be like, man, we're gonna steal that bike. He said, but then we became friends, so I was like, you never did it. But yeah, I had a mongoose with the yellow mags, like yellow and blue. He was like, yeah, man, you had a nice bike. And I didn't think, I just had a bike. I just had my parents bought me a bike, but yeah, so the Dino
Like when
Mongoose
you,
with the joints. Word up, Demario. Yeah.
and
Said
let me ask you this. Like when you like when you go back and you reminisce and remember stuff like that, and it's kind of like it gives you that feeling, not kind of, but it does give you that feeling, that spirit that you know what I'm saying you ain't never changed from how you used to be. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people can be real playful, and then something happen to them, and they real serious for the rest. And you know, some people can be real serious growing up, and something happen, they're like, I'm just gonna enjoy life and have fun. I kind of feel like me. I'm that same young kid I used to be,
mm-hmm.
even though I done growed up and my body growed up with it, and I'm 40. I still feel like Cook, like from young to now. I still feel like Cook. Do you still feel like you still, you know, that soulful young cool dude that you was then to now? You just older and more mature, but you still, you know, fun with it. You still, you know, hip hop. You still comic animation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, now that you say that, yeah. I mean, it's like, yeah, obviously you know you're older because you're growing, you know what I mean? So been through stuff, experiences, but yeah, I think it's like there's an attachment to that time. You know what I mean? That's why people stay attached because it was that time where it was no worries. It was not, you know what I mean? It was just it was fun. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
that attachment is, and I think it's the same with hip hop. You know what I mean? With where we grew up with, because it was that attachment. That's why we love it. You know what I mean? So I think,
Hmm.
yeah, that's real true. That's real true. Word. I
I
still
I
hang
just
up.
wondering.
You know, you hang up pictures on the wall. We did growing up.
Really?
Yeah, we still do that, bro. I still, you know what I mean? I got the record album, pictures on, the
Look at
article.
all this stuff you got up there, Park, Black Panther. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
I found a
Yeah,
Lauryn Hill. Check this Lauryn Hill joint out I just found, bro.
I'm looking.
I found this Lauryn Hill joint that I saved for years when her album came out in Newsday.
Man, that's so
Look at that.
fresh.
Nobody Beats the Wiz logo right here. Remember when,
That's so fresh.
you know what I mean?
Look
So
at
I
the
gotta I
look at
gotta
the
get this laminated and put this on the wall.
just look at the color of it. Just it's like like be careful. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah. I
That's
ain't trying to
dope.
rip this or nothing.
That's
So
dope. I mean,
hell yeah. So yeah, we save stuff, man. Like, go ahead, Ed Renson collectors for the win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, that's fresh right there, man. Ooh,
Word.
wee. Um, and see, once again, like I said, do the research and he show the information. You know what I'm saying? Keep on, keeping on. Don't stop. Uh,
Sorry.
what what do you think your main purpose is for what you do, DJ Ty?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just sending a quick test real quick. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, do your thing, man.
All right. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Say that again.
What do you feel like as of right now? Like, what you feel like your main purpose is right now for doing what you do? You know,
Man, just
and it ain't even got to be like it ain't even. It could be things that you just enjoying and you just keeping them growing. You just keep them growing. It could be something like this.
um, you know, I just make sure my sons are alright. In this crazy world, because it's crazy. You know what I mean? But for the most part, they doing good. And families maintaining in this craziness. But me personally, man, just doing this, man, every day, giving
Yes, sir.
giving my music, what I do to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, cause we just all enjoy. We all just like I don't even be like, yeah, I'm gonna kill him with this. I'm gonna kill. Nah, it's just like I'm just playing the music that people love. Like we're all just enjoying the music. Kind of like it just you put the radio on, or you know what I mean? Mick put the radio on, Cream put the radio on. We just sitting, we just all vibing. It's just a vibe, man. Like I feel it. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like when I'm DJing, like sometimes I'll be playing music. Like sometimes there be days where yeah I'm just gonna just play music, chill, talk, whatever. But then there's sometimes when I'm DJing, like I put myself in that zone. Like I don't know I'm going there. It happens. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? It just happens. So and I love it because I feel it. I feel it feels good to me. It's like a
Yes, sir.
feeling, man. Like yeah, I've had that when I've DJ'd parties like live,
Mhm.
and when I'm like bringing the music out, like throw something on, and you just hear the oh, like you know what I mean, like, and I'm just rocking with everybody, like it's just I can't describe it, man. It's euphoria, word. It's like it's a drug for real, for real. It
a,
really
a,
is.
a, a, a therapy.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
well, you know how many times I remember my friend, shout out to named Stunner IB. We used to
Shout out
work
Stunner.
together doing we did like that was like our first album we did together with my beats. And I remember one time he came over because we made the booth out of the closet so he can go in there and spit
Mhm.
the lyrics. This is
Yes,
back in
sir.
like
Then.
this is like 98. And he
Woo.
came over one time and I was playing a beat for him. He was like, yo, this beat is crazy. And I was like, yeah. I said, I was pissed. I got in an argument, with my girl at the time. He's like, well, he said, you need to make beats every time you get mad. Because it was the vibe I was on. I was just on I was just resting. So that music, like, when I'm mad or something, I'll come in here and I'll get on these turntables. Or I'll get on to make a beat. So he said that he was like, yeah, man, I hear it. He said, get mad from now on when you're making a beat. We like laughed about it. But yeah, that music it do give you that vibe, man. If you pissed off or mad, it makes you better than you doing that than going out and doing something stupid.
And doing something stupid.
Uh,
Exactly.
and
Oh,
that's the disconnect I don't understand. Like these kids, they getting the money and they still going out doing something stupid.
okay.
Like y'all
Okay.
got it. Y'all got everything in the palm of your goddamn hands with this technology. Y'all can put stuff out. Y'all don't even need a record label to be jerking y'all for money. But y'all just want the clout. Y'all want to be famous for being dead or killing somebody.
Ain't no good.
I use this a quote on my Fallen Soldiers mixtape. Why I remixed. I did a blend with Biggie, Big L, Big Pun, ODB, and Tupac. And I used a skit from Harlem Nights when he was like, um, he told him to slow down because he was ready to go kill him. He's like, what? He said, what you gonna just kill him and just be dead? He goes, oh, you ain't a punk, so I'm just gonna go to your grave and be like, here lies and what was his name in Harlem Nights? Eddie Murphy's name?
Oh, quick.
Quick. Yeah, he's like, here lies Quick. This what you're gonna say on your tombstone. Here lies Quick. He 24, he dead, but he ain't no punk.
I
Like, come on,
got you. I
man.
remember that.
That's
I remember
bullshit.
that.
He
I
said
remember
he
that.
said that ain't cool. He said being cool is being a grandparent with your kids around you. He said that's being cool. It
Yeah.
ain't cool to be dead at 24. And I use that as
Yeah.
the intro to the Fallen Soldiers mix, because it's like, yo, how you think you cool because you out here doing this? You think they gonna forget about you? They're gonna mourn you. They're gonna rest in peace shirts, and a week later they're gonna be talking about another rapper. The
Exactly.
only people going to
Exactly.
be remembering you is your immediate family or a tribute mix every year. But other than that, you bringing that negative energy, man, to you're gonna get nothing but that back. You're not
And
gonna
for
be
some reason,
cherished.
and for some reason, I feel like it's not understood either because I have a young homie around 18 years old I work with,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, like I'll be listening to music that I like listening to, versus he listens to music that he like listening to, and when I give it a chance to listen to what he listens to, as soon as he call out the name, I already don't know who they are because they're not the ones that I'm searching for.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, number two, the age bracket. You
The
know,
difference,
I
yeah.
want to listen to stuff that I'm accustomed to. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Whether it's valued as old school or new school, whatever. I'm just listening to what I think that my age listening to right now. You know what I'm saying? Uh, they have problems listening to our music sometimes because when I say our music, it's because it's like they don't understand the lingo or they want to disrespect the cadence of the flow
Mm.
versus the way they it's like going nonstop, going nonstop, going nonstop, and you're talking about the same thing that we done heard a million times before.
Yeah. And
Uh,
that's what Brother
I,
Jay said too. He said it's like, yeah, they're saying stuff like we were saying, and like you said, he was like he put it on the photo OGs. Like we didn't teach them, yo, you don't have to rap this anymore. Ours was more about struggle. It wasn't being put out there like it was cool to die or cool to be in gang. Like you wasn't even supposed to say that on record. You snitching
mm-mm,
on yourself.
mm-hmm.
Like they think it's cool to put this out there. You don't put your illegal activities on the internet. Like, yo, it's a major disconnect, bro. That's just one thing you don't do. They're going to
Oh,
Vlad. They're talking about what they did. Like, come on. Like, why do you think you look cool doing that?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Like,
He
people
never
say
got it.
what they say about Diddy, but that term "bad boys move in silence" means something. You
Yes.
don't speak on what you're doing. Why would you do that? So it is what it is, man. Like I said, with
Yeah.
with Full Blast Radio, we just keep the positive energy going on there. We don't harp on, yo, they need to do that. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we just keep the energy beautiful over here, and it's all about our energy, right, First Lady, and our positive frequency over here, man. You just gonna keep it going, man. And it's growing, so it's people know that they know where to come. You know what I mean? That I've seen new people coming in, yo, oh man, well, I didn't know about this channel. I'm subscribed
Yep.
now. Now they're getting
Yep.
it as their when you watch something, you get a recommendation.
Mhm.
I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, this channel recommended me." Oh, now I see
Yeah.
why, because they're listening to what we listen to.
A quick
So,
story I'll share with you. My coworker, one of my coworkers, when I met him, he was and it's a white dude. He 46 years old. I met him working. He was a inmate, work release,
Uh-huh.
and he let me know that I found out after us conversating that he liked it. He was a WuTang fan. He liked the Wu music. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And so I told him, I showed him your channel when I was listening to it. I said, hey man, check this dude out right here. Call him Djaytiger, this full blast radio. You know what I'm saying? I made him pull out his phone. I made him go to
Oh
YouTube and I
shoot.
made him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One of them type of people, you know what I'm saying? We cool like that. That's why I did him like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? Now, a year later, so a year later, now he also is subscribed to Full Blast Radio on YouTube. You know, he just one of the ones that don't talk much. He just listens
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, there's a lot of
because
people
you
that
got,
yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying. So I just wanted to share that with you, all type people
That's dope.
listening to your channel. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
That's dope, bro. And you like you said you made sure like I'm gonna stand here and wait till you push that
I
button.
I
Cause some
made
people
it,
be
pulled
like,
it. I
oh yeah,
made
yeah, I'll do it, and then they'll forget. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah,
No, don't do it. I'm gonna
yeah.
make sure. I made sure you
That's
gonna
dope,
open this
bro.
up. You know what I'm saying? And
Appreciate that.
yes, sir, no problem. Because I mean, that's like
Uh,
you said. That's what which goes into my next question.
mm.
The full blast tribe. Uh, how did you create that? How did that come about?
Well, shoot, that was First Lady with that one.
First lady, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how did that open up? How did that, like, how long that's been going on?
Shoot. Oh man, when did First Lady? That started what? Maybe 20. It had to be. No, I think it started in December 2019 because it was only
Okay,
like a few of us. Yeah, yeah.
okay,
It was me, her brother Dragon. Um, like we had like maybe 4 or 5. You know what I mean? And then it just from there it just snowballed as more people started tuning in. You know.
okay,
So
okay.
yeah,
And the core, I can tell that the core is strong because when everybody come together, they come together.
yeah.
And you know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Because like it was one of the one of the fun facts I love about the Full Blast Tribe is that everybody's in a different state. They don't just stay next door.
Yeah, yeah. That's what's dope. Yeah, everyone's
That's probably the
West
funnest
Coast.
part about the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
man. I love that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Shoot, not even the country now. Now we're getting people from Japan, the UK. You know what I mean? Brazil. Oh man, this is dope because you know they love that real hip hop over there.
yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean?
And it's so interesting that like you see it. You might see it on shows and stuff like that because it's going on more now. But
Mm-hmm.
like when you can actually be a part of it and see it right here going, even in the chat room, just talking with people, like you know, all it takes is just an ad and a cool comment, and you talking with somebody in Nebraska, Oklahoma, Cali, Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
Decatur, Mississippi, and on and on. You know what I
Yup.
mean? Uh,
Yup. Yeah,
so
Diggy. Yup. Diggy. New Diggy was too. Yup. Brother Dragon, Diggy,
that's it.
First Lady.
Okay,
Yup.
okay.
Those like the first ones. Yup. Then it just started growing from there. Oh,
That
Myers
did
came in on
so.
Snoop and DMX. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hope I get some
Mm.
more subs after this weekend too. The R&B joint. Cause yo, you know what? Real talk, man. A lot of women come in, man, and they be supporting a lot too, man. It's dope. Like it's always like more dudes when it's hip hop, when it's like the hip hop, cause it's just the nature of But like ever since I started doing the R&B Sundays, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I've been seeing more women come in, and and they love the hip hop too. But you just especially the boom bap, it's always a lot of dudes, you know what I'm saying? But I'm
Okay.
seeing more of like different. I've been doing like reggae, the house, and the R&B, so it's dope.
Okay.
Word, Louis
And
Lou too. Word, shout out to Louis Lou. We ain't seen Louis Lou in a long time, man. I hope he's all right. I hope he's all right.
oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah.
Um, with the react, like how important? So how important is like have that reaction? You know what I'm saying? Like from the people all in the chat room and stuff like that. Like that's a very important factor as far as full blast radio is concerned too, right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely, definitely, man. Cause
Okay.
a lot of there's channels that that are that we watch that of our maybe of our age, a little younger, you know what I'm saying, but stuff we listen to. Um, but I know there's a lot of channels that have a lot of people arguing in there, and they let it go on. But there are some that mods they will get you out of there if you're not about positive stuff, like Lord Jamal's podcast. Who else? There's a few other ones that they don't like tolerate, and we do that here too, man. We want everyone to be positive and feel welcome, and you act crazy, you get you up out of there, headshot all day.
On up out.
You get that cram. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh man.
But yeah, for the most part, bro, 99%, man, it's positive. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
So, it's
which
always,
I know.
It's always everyone's not gonna get along. That's just we can tell. Judging by what we've been going through, especially the last 4 years, everyone's not getting along. That's just reality. So you just maintain the best you can maintain in your circle. That's all you can do.
Right. Word. Right. You know what I'm saying? And also, add to that the participation from people on my side also is important too, because that's what keeps the circulation, keep things going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the anticipation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to throw that in also, because I know this one thing I also noticed about your channels is that the participation, they participate.
Yeah.
That make it fun. Like me seeing the court members participate make me want to participate.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? And I, you know what I mean?
No, Don. He said we ran Don Burr off the channel. Nah, Don Burr's back. He's Don Burr Senior. He's the same one. I told him let him rock. I know few of them wasn't feeling him, but he know hip hop. He just doing that on purpose. Don Burr cool with me. He cool with me. He takes naps. Don Burr, he cool. He don't disrespect. We have people that come in here like, oh, this old stuff is whack. Tekashi's the best. Like, you out of here. We had people like that doing that. You know what I mean? So we get you up out of here when you do that. But
yeah, you got to come on.
Yeah. So let me see. Yo, Queen City, where you at, bro? Want to shout out Queen City?
Yes, sir.
Where you at? Where Queen City at? Another cool ass dude, man. Oh, Reverend DJ Al. Oh my God, that's the dude. He said he taught every DJ that came out. Oh, that dude was the worst. Anton, what up, bro? Salute. Word. That dude. It's like, yeah, I taught this dude, I don't know if you saw him, Cookz. He was like, yeah, I taught Jam. I think it was when I did the tribute, right? Jam J. Was that when he came in? Because he was like, yeah, you know about me. And then he was like, maybe I can teach you how to DJ. Talking about me. And I was like, what? And I was like, okay, who's this dude? And then he was like, yeah, I have a DJ school. He was like, yo, what's the name of the school, bro? And dude wouldn't put the name of it in there. Kareem was like, yo, what's the name of the school? And he wouldn't put the link in there. We was like, yeah, this dude trolling. So then he came back again the next day talking about, yeah, I taught Jazzy Jeff everything he knew. I was like, okay, this dude, he's a clown. Show ass out of here. Got him up out of here. So, you know what I mean? We entertain foolishness, man. We ain't got no time for that.
We don't do it.
Yeah, he had TK Kirtland. Somebody, TK Kirtland. TK was like, I was there when this dude did this. Oh, Queen City. Man. Oh, real talk, Cookz, before you continue. Queen City back. Yo, my brother. Yo, Queen City. You now official tribe member, Queen City.
Queen City.
Along with Jamario and Cook.
Shout out Queen City.
Salute Queen City.
You know what I'm saying?
My G, salute, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Word. Shout out Queen City.
Yo, Queen City, if you available, bro, get on the next Zoom with us. We're gonna be on Wednesday for comedy night. Hopefully you'll be free It'll probably be right around. It'll be after the Woo show. I'll do the Woo Wednesday at like 7. So I'm gonna do the comedy shit after the WuTang show. So probably like 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. So shoot you an email, bro, and get on the Zoom with us, bro. That's place, my G.
Shout out, Queen
man?
City. Feeling like me right now, ain't you? Happy. You know what I'm saying?
Queen City,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Salute.
I love that.
So,
I love that.
Oh, so go ahead, Cookz. I know you had some more stuff you wanted to tell me.
Just a few more things I want to touch on
No
and ask
doubt.
you about, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you might have a show coming up soon, right?
Yeah. We got the comic show. At 6. Yeah.
Okay, and I know you got to get,
6:30.
prepared and stuff like that. So, just to touch on quick basis of some of the shows that you do for the ones that are watching that know or don't know. Like if you don't mind, give us just a quick rundown. From Sunday to Sunday, what days you be and what you got coming.
Okay, yeah. So Sundays, you know how we do R&B Sundays. We go with classic R&B. We might mix it up with. I like doing classic reggae on those days too, so I get more of a people coming through. So with the classic reggae, classic R&B Sundays though. Mondays we got the comic show. Every day is a midday mix. That's just just a mix. Midday mix at noon or 12:30. Sometimes it depends on the time I get up.
Yeah. Okay.
Word up, Queen City, salute. He was behind in the stream. Yeah, that be happening to me too when it's paused the stream, so you gotta like refresh it so it catch up. But yeah, bro, salute, bro.
Salute, Queen City.
Word
you know what
up.
I mean?
So yeah, Monday. So Mondays, yeah, Monday mixtape. That's like later on in the evening. Then we had the comic show. We try to do our sports show on Mondays, but it's been Tuesdays sometime for the most part. Our sports show. So me and Cookz do sports. We rant. Well, I rant on my Jets. So we got the FULLBLAST Fanatics. That goes down. Wednesdays, Woo Wednesdays. You know that all day Woo Wednesdays. Thursdays we try to do the Thursdays we try to mix it up. Hopefully I'm gonna have a Spree coming on every Thursday doing his set between Spree and DJ Goomba. But we usually do movie night, or I'll do something special, like I'll do a Dilla. Sometimes I've done like a Dilla thing. I forgot Tuesdays. Tuesdays also is Pete Pro Premiere. We play the best of Pete Rock, Premier, Large Pro, you know what I mean? 3 of the dopest producers ever in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Sir. Friday, you know how we get down Friday night, party mode, Friday, Saturday night. I like to do specialty mixes on Saturday, during the day. Like I just did a Nas, best of like all Nas samples that he used. I did like a sample show. Or like a blends. I'll do a blends show. They're like a specialty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, we keep it 7 days a week, man. We do something. We do the podcast shows. Usually we try to do those on Thursdays too, but that goes, that flips, even now and then. Like usually Tuesdays and Thursdays are the most open days. A lot of the other days there's like multiple shows going on. So but that it vary. Like we've done one on Sunday, Monday, so that kind of varies the podcast days. So that's not really like a set schedule. We do like the talk shows. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
Oh yeah, Myers. Thank you. The late night, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Where like overnight, I'll just have like a nice mellow beats playing. There's a stream that plays that on YouTube. So I'm just playing what they're playing. You know what I mean? It's just a vibe, just a chill out, sit back, you know what I mean? Like all night vibe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but we're gonna be doing a lot more shows via Twitch, especially when the website gets officially launched. There's been a delay on that. I won't go into that, but there's been a delay on that. But once that really officially starts, YouTube is going to be for an hour. And that's only because YouTube, with the powers that be, they're failing to uh, conform to what us DJs do. You know what I mean? Well, for the most of us,
Okay.
unknown DJs. You know what I mean? Blocking our streams.
Okay.
Mixcloud and Twitch. Although some of the shows after Twitch, I've seen that I think only subscribers can see. I don't think they're like available. At least they don't get blocked. Mixcloud don't get blocked at all because they have a contract with all the record labels where they're paying them a percentage. So none of those streams get blocked on Mixcloud and Twitch. So when the website gets launched, I'm gonna be DJing strictly for 1 hour only on YouTube, and then everyone will continue on the website and Twitch. Yeah, they'll mute the sound on some tunes though. Yeah, after the fact, but during the live, they won't block your live. They won't block the live at all. But they will mute sounds after the fact. But at least they won't block it when it's live, because that's when you lose people. When people are on the live and they're vibing, and then the stream goes out, people leave. You know, because they'll go somewhere else. You know, sometimes,
Right.
most of the time, people will stay. But I'm trying to get it to where I'm DJing for an hour on YouTube, then we go to Twitch on the website. The website's gonna be the main hub though. It's gonna be the
Okay.
main hub where everyone's there, the subscribers are there, and the website is gonna be mobile friendly. You know what I mean? So you'll be able to
Download it.
yeah, because First Lady said she's downloading the radio to the TV. As long as if you got the smart TVs, you can go on the website. You know what I'm saying? You can pull it up. You know what I mean? I'm sure Twitch has their Mixcloud. They're still in beta mode, so they're still doing stuff. So I'm sure they're gonna be where they'll be available on all platforms, so people can watch them on their TVs and stuff too. So
Okay. You also have an app too, right? Because I got your app, and your app always let me know. I always get a little ping and notification every time you finish a set, and it'll let me know,
that
you
I
was
was
live.
live. Yeah.
Yeah.
My app. I'm gonna either see about getting my app redone too, or
Okay.
keep it there and put some more modifications on it. Because I mean, I like the app. Because I can put a lot of different streams on there. Like right now, if you go to Full Blast Radio on your phone, it's you get it on Android, you get Apple.
Mhm.
Shoot, even you got a BlackBerry, you can put it on the BlackBerry. Um, oh, you can I could put up to like 50 different streams on here.
That's a
So
lot of streams, man.
yeah, so I'm gonna have it where like say if a DJ wants to DJ on the app, you know what I'm saying? They'll pay a monthly fee. They can host their own show on my app because I can put up to 50 on here. Right now I got a vintage soul tracks from like 45 RPMs,
Uh huh.
45 records playing on there. Then I got the regular full blast stream, classic underground hip hop, classic R&B stream. Then I got a Christmas soul music. It's playing all Christmas soul music for the month of December. A
Mhm.
reggae, sky and rock steady stream, playing like a real old school reggae. Then I got a jazz stream too. So it's playing
Oh,
all these
okay.
different genres of music. You can go on here and listen to it. See all the channels right there.
There it is.
If
There
you
it is.
get the app, so you got a whole genre of music you can listen to. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's what I like about this. What I'm using now. What I paid to have this hosted, and you can
Okay.
watch. You can't chat in here, but you can watch when I go live.
Mhm.
Like we live right now. Let me see if it plays. Should play. Yeah. See, we live right now on the app. So you can watch it. You can watch me live on the app. You can't chat through here. You have to go to YouTube because it don't have that chat box.
Okay.
But
Okay.
when I get the full blast radio on the website, we'll be able to chat on the website.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
So that's pretty much like goals that you're reaching forward to right now, getting some of that out the way, getting that out the way, so you can have better communication towards the followers.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Everything's gonna be there, like the hub for Full Blast, the radio, the live shows, all the shows, merchandise,
yeah,
subscriber movie night, everything. Everything's gonna be in one centralized, and it ain't gotta be conformed to YouTube shutting nothing down. You know what I'm saying?
oh, got you,
You gotta
got
stay
you.
independent away from these suckers and these corporations that wanna put rules on your shit. How you gonna be
Okay,
put rules
okay,
on something that someone else built? You know what I mean?
yes, sir. I feel you on that exactly. And I want to ask also, I'm a heavy Instagram user. For how well will you be seen on Instagram Live? Like when you be doing your live on Instagram, 'cause I catch you a lot
I
on there. When
yeah,
you,
I've
you
been
know,
trying to do that a lot more lately, only because I got the iRig, which is dope because you can hear the sound good through here instead of using the phone speaker where it don't sound
ah,
as clear. And
okay,
I was going to tell you
okay,
too, when you if you do your you can do your because I know you do podcast shows doing the IG live and First Lady too as well. You plug this in to the phone jack, right? This has
all right,
now like when you plug this in, you won't hear out of your speaker. But what you do is you plug your headphones. It's got another hole right here where you plug the headphone into, so you can hear what's coming out. So that way, this is plugged into your mic. So
got you,
you're gonna sound more professional. You know what I'm saying?
got
So
you.
you plug this in, it's gonna recognize that you're using because this thing has a third ring where it record. It's a record. It's called a iRig, First Lady. A
I
iRig.
read.
Yeah, iRig. I got it off of Amazon. It ain't that much either. You plug it into
Oh
the
yeah,
headphone jack, and then you plug your headphones in here so you can hear. And then this part, see, I have this plugged. I have this plugged into the back of my mixer. Has another
okay.
out, so the music is going from the mixer into the. So that's how you hear it better than if you were just talking.
Oh,
You get a better sound.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
got
iRig's
you.
dope. Yup. So
And
you
so,
could.
so that's what, so back to referring to that tech savvy question. You ain't got to think smart, not hard. You ain't got to be hard. Just think smarter. Put
Yeah,
you know what
yo,
I
a lot
mean.
of this information, man. I use Google. I use Google. Like my pops always because generation before us, they didn't have none of this technology, so they don't even want to really deal with it. So he'll just ask me. You know what I mean? And I be trying to. I try to tell him, yo, just Google. Whatever you ask me, ask Google. I'm telling you, he'll tell you. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
tell you.
that's what I do, man. Like I'm thinking of something like, damn, what can I do to? Does this have this? And I'll type it in there, and it'll give me the answer. And I'm like, oh shoot. You know what I mean? I
That's
found
true.
ways to do stuff, by just asking Google.
That's
Demaro,
true.
Discord. See, I don't know about I have Discord, but I don't know how it works. I'm gonna have to sit down and see how it works. Just like I have
Mm-hmm.
OBS Streamlabs. Now Streamlabs, you can when people send donations, you know how they send it through the chat box. It'll show up on
Mm-hmm.
the screen.
Oh,
So if they
yeah.
want to see
Okay.
their messages get heard, it shows up on there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it does a lot. Like everything, it's kind of doing like what my website want to do. Like it puts everything in like one hub. The merch, the text. It has it where you don't even have to have the YouTube stream open. You can see the chat box and everything in there just on like one program, which is
Okay.
dope. I think Discord does that. If I'm not mistaken, right, Demaro? I think it does that. Um, and Twitch does that as well. Twitch, you could put the chat room, the chat box. You could you could pull it out of Twitch, and you put it
Mm-hmm.
over the OBS, and it'll like a puzzle piece. It'll like go inside the OBS, and
Okay.
you can chat and go live without even looking at the Twitch. So it's pretty dope,
Okay.
man. They got a lot of
I'm
stuff,
trying.
and it's free. All this OBS is a dope program you use to broadcast that I broadcast with
Mm-hmm.
now. I got the
Mm-hmm.
Zoom incorporated in here. It's free. It's a free program.
See, I noticed that. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. You know what I'm saying on the other end. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying with the podcast and interviewing part. I'm trying to learn that. You know what I'm saying. Plus, I like to do the unboxings and things like that.
yeah,
And I'm trying to learn. Like that. What you just showed that right there. Like you just saved me like 10 steps. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Uh, because it's another thing I want to ask right quick. You don't have to have the most expensive stuff to get the best quality of what you're doing. Is that
yeah,
correct with you?
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it helps to have. I mean, well, like with the obviously with webcams, the better webcam you have, the better it's gonna look. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That just goes, without saying. I just got my lady just got me this GoPro joint, and let me see. Let me show you the. Well, yeah, you seen the view, the view, the out. I got the view where it's facing me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The view, the angle is so ill that the camera's not even back from the set. The camera is, you see you see the laptop,
Yeah.
the screen is directly behind the laptop. That's how close it is. But the view makes it
Oh,
look like
okay.
it's pushed back. That's how dope those angle views on those GoPros. That's why they look ill when people
Oh,
are DJing with those. Yeah, and it's
yeah.
clear too.
And then you be making the screen like you be making the screen show like your hands, and then in another section it be showing something else
Yeah, like I have
and
the
something
camera that
else.
shows the top of it. Yeah, it's on the
Yeah.
ceiling. Yeah, yep. And
Okay.
then this one
Okay.
I have for the talking. So yeah, so
Okay.
good.
All right.
Yeah, which is the Logitech 920. That's the one I'm talking to you with right now. I mean, you can see it. It
Okay.
looks pretty good. The one on the
Yeah.
ceiling is the 922. That's a real more high def one. And then I got the GoPro over there. I
Okay.
got this camera right here. This shit, it don't you gotta get a video capture card, which is like another 100 something bucks just to hook this onto it. Now these cameras are good because
They.
they use the zoom. They got the optical.
Okay.
So they
Yes.
really look good. But if I gotta keep buying all this different stuff, and my lady just got me this, so I'm returning this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so but these are dope. Don't get me wrong, these are dope, but you gotta buy extra stuff for them to make it work with the computer. But
Okay.
that one is plug
Exactly.
and play. As soon as I plugged it in, it asked it said memory or webcam, and I chose webcam, and it comes right on. So it's easy. You ain't
Hmm.
got to deal with like you got to download and because I had to put all these different programs on it just trying to make the camera work, and it still didn't work.
See now, and I want now this right here. I'm asking your advice.
Mm-hmm.
I I like I like myself. I like IG Live, Facebook Live, Twitter book Live, YouTube Live. Once you get enough people where you can go live, but you
Yeah.
can still put your videos on there. I like doing that versus using a camera like that, super expensive, buying the expensive attachments because they don't come with it, and
Mm-hmm.
then having to do the programs and edit,
Yeah.
and which is taken away from the research and things that you need to do when you're trying to do whatever it is that you're trying to do.
Mm.
So, your advice, uh, stick with what I know. Just be more smart with the tools I use as far as vision and audio.
I'm gonna say this: if you just rocking out, just doing this every now and then cool. Just use the phone. But if you're gonna be doing this on a consistent basis and turn it to more, I ain't saying like you gonna make this your full time. Like I didn't know I was gonna make this to my full time, but you never know. But
Hmm.
I really suggest that you get a decent webcam and the program for a
Okay.
computer because
Okay.
it's just gonna make it look better. It's gonna sound better. Um, the OBS got a setting in here where the music stream, I could put it at 320 kilobytes per second. That's that's like HD CD quality.
Mm.
So when I'm playing the music, it sounds better.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Okay.
the reason why I say that because it's a free program. You ain't spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I used to use this program called Wirecast. I still got it. It's dope. The program costs like $800. I mean, I got it for free. I'll tell you later how I got it. But you can stream to multiple platforms. OBS you can only stream to one, but I use Restream to broadcast to Twitch, to Facebook if I wanted to multiple. That's the only thing about OBS. You can only stream to one. So if you want to stream to Twitch, you can only do it to Twitch. You know, unless you get the Restream program, which is a free program too. You just have to set it up. But the Wirecast, yo, it uses so much computer power. Like your computer you gotta have a good processor, the memory, and it'll still use up. Yo, this OBS is using right now at 60 frames per second, which is a high, so you see clearly.
Mm-hmm.
It's using 2.7% of my computer power. The Wirecast will go to 60 to 70%.
Mm-hmm.
And not even streaming to the other platforms, just streaming to one. It's just the way
That's
they made the
almost
program, it uses a lot of computer power.
That can overheat your computer too, right?
Yeah, if you ain't got no top-notch processor and the memory in it, you know what I mean? So that's why I use the OBS now. Even though I gotta open up another one to stream to other platforms, it's worth not overloading my computer. But now, this computer, with the help of my son, helped me build this computer where I got a solid state hard drive, which is it computes the tasks quicker, like it'll open up stuff quicker. It's memory. It's got 64 gigs of memory, and it's got an i9 processor, which is like they're up to like i10 now, but it's like one of the fastest processors, so that helps too. But yeah, man, I would suggest just get, like I said, you're gonna pay $60 for a good camera, and if you get the GoPro, you get the one I got, I'll give you the specs on that one. It's worth getting it, man. It's worth getting it, especially when you're doing your podcast. You look, even if you're taking time to, edit stuff, if you want it to look good and professional, it'll be worth it.
Okay. All right. That's good advice. I definitely want to ask you, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always had certain people that give me some advice on things, or ask me why don't I get a camera or this type of camera when I did have one. So I was just wondering, because I see so many people and other people doing it certain ways, and it don't look like they putting much stress into the equipment they using, and they put more energy into what they actually doing.
Yeah.
And I guess making you watch it because they making it interesting, making you listen. So,
which is good too. You know
what I'm saying?
You can still make it interesting for what you got. That's good too. I mean,
you
I had to do that too with trying to like when I didn't have the money for like the best turntables and stuff, I had to buy the Geminis and put the penny on top of the needle so it wouldn't skip. So yeah, you work with what you got, you know what I mean? And then eventually, you just build up to it, I mean, I do the same thing. I'm still trying to, build up to it. I need a better camera for the booth, and I need better mono speakers, because when I turn these speakers up, when I'm like going in on a zone, they go mute because they don't want to blow. So it's like a safety.
Okay.
Audio. They good monitor speakers, but when I have them turned up and when the bass hit it, they cut off. So I'm like, it kind of kills my vibe. Like, y'all still rocking, but me, I'm like, damn. So like,
and that's one of those things that the common public don't know, that the Djaytiger go through.
Yeah. So now I know I gotta get some better monitors. You
know what I'm saying? Yeah. Certain things like that. When like I said, we still rocking. But you on that side, like, man, I gotta spend some more money.
Yeah. Now the headphones. Kareem just asked me about headphones, bro. I buy these $20 Sony headphones. These shits are good enough. I don't be buying no Beats by Dre $200 headphones just to DJ with. These are just to cue up the music. It don't need to sound all, like I need to hear all the bass and treble and nah. I just need to hear what song I'm gonna play next. I've used, because I didn't have headphones or they broke, I've had to
Uh
plug in.
huh.
I've had to plug in my mic in the headphone jack and put the microphone in my ear to cue it up, or not even use headphones at all and just go totally what do they call it, commando, with no headphones at all.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
used to not using headphones, but if I get use headphones, I'm not buying no $100 headphones just to DJ with the cue up. Some people think they gotta
Oh,
show, oh, I got $300 headphones when I DJ. Like,
I was gonna ask you that. I was
yeah,
gonna ask you that. Okay, okay.
or
So you don't.
it,
So go ahead. Yeah.
yeah. I'm just answering a few questions. I see First Lady
Mhm.
saying, do you think it's better to wear headphones during the pod? I've seen a lot of people do that wearing a podcast, and that's only because they're listening um, to their co-host, they're listening to guests, and I guess they don't have it turned up in their studio because of maybe feedback from the microphones. Because a lot of these microphones, they're good, but they're sensitive. So you might hear feedback from when the other person is talking. So if they're talking through the speaker, then you might hear it through coming through their microphone, and then you get that loop. Then you hear that, ooh, and it'll start feeding back. Like this headphone I got now, I can see the levels jumping up, like when you talk, but I don't think it's to where people are saying like, Cookz don't sound right, or I know like they heard the music doubled earlier when I was mixing, and that's because
Mhm.
it was coming through twice, so I had to mute it. So I think that's why people wear the headphones. Yeah, see, you have the good mic, it'll cancel out the background noise, so that's good. So you might not need to use headphones, but I think a lot of people use the headphones so they
Uh
don't
huh.
have, so they can hear it, everything in there, and that's because of podcasts. It's not music, so they don't have to hear it on the outside speakers. It's just whatever's coming through the headphones. So it
Okay.
it
Okay.
it depends on your feel, I think, too. You know what I mean? Like I can't just hear. To me, like if I have the headphones on while I'm talking to you, it feels weird. Like I gotta feel like, I guess, more open. Oh shit, damn! Pull it. That was funny. That shit just came on like that.
Oh
Um,
man, that was good.
yeah, that's just me. I gotta feel more open, I guess, when I'm like talking. I guess that's So it depends on your feeling.
Comfortability type
Yeah,
thing.
comfortability. Word.
Okay. All right.
Word.
All right. All right. Well, as I'm looking at the time, Alabama time. You probably got an hour before you get ready to
Oh
start your
yeah,
next
yeah.
show.
It's 5 o'clock already.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's 5 for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you very much for this a short
Oh,
moment, little moment of time we had to talk.
no doubt, bro.
I'm saying,
You already know.
even you provided and helped with the platform, and thank you for letting me, host and ask you some questions that I don't think that a lot of people ask you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm interested in you and how you do. You know what I mean? Now that I'm a full blast tribe member,
No
you know
doubt.
what I'm saying? Showing my respect, showing my support.
And you always
Uh,
been doing that, even
you
before.
know what I'm saying?
Word up.
And I'm gonna keep on doing it, and hopefully, um, plus this right here, I'm saying this right here, this will be my first interview starting from when I stopped because I had went through passing in my family, so you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
I
remember,
was sitting
man. My
there,
condolences. Word up.
thank you and thank you very much, and
Word.
I remember what I'm saying. I was like, well, I did ask him, ask him again.
Mm-hmm.
You had so much stuff going on at the time,
Yeah.
but you still blessed me with it, blessed me. So I want to say thank you, man. And
No
you know
doubt,
what I'm saying.
brother.
I'm gonna continue to share. I'm gonna continue to like, continue to repost,
Mm-hmm.
and all that. You know what I'm saying. One question I want to ask folks though,
Yes,
on
sir.
Facebook, how much Facebook traffic does the Full Blast get? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I got when
Or
I
is it a
was,
group thing? Is it a group thing? I'm
yeah,
sorry. It's a
there's a
group thing.
group and a page. When I first was started Full Blast Radio, when I was doing it, I was doing it heavy on Facebook Live before Facebook started acting up. Facebook is worse than YouTube. Let me tell you, Facebook will cut the stream off. Like not just block it, it'll be like your stream is ended. You know what I mean? I stopped doing them, using them a long time ago. And but when I was active on there heavy, there's a page called Blend Skills. I used to put my blends in there, and it was this dude. Shout out to him. I forgot his name, but he made a Blend Skills page where people would showcase their blends, DJs. So I'll post my
Mhm.
blends on there, and then I started a Full Blast page. And people liked the page, and I was putting content in there. Then I found a page, an old school hip hop page, and for some reason, like when you create a page, and if you leave the page, there's some way where the page won't get deleted, and there won't be an admin. So I happened to find this
Oh.
old school hip hop page that had no admin, and I made myself the admin. It had
Mhm.
6,000 members in it. So what I did was I changed it to old school hip hop on Full Blast Radio, put all the Full Blast images in there, and
Mhm.
now it's at about 7,000 now. A lot of people are like from overseas that are in there, so I use that as a promotion thing.
Okay.
And then there's a Full Blast group page where they got about a couple hundred people in there too.
Okay.
But yeah, I was creating pages for my mixtapes. Like there's I think that I made a non-Sade page. Cause I was like, yo, I'm gonna make pages for my mixtapes. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just, it was just to get promotion for them. I made a
Yeah.
I made a Gangstar is DJ Premier and Guru page. I made a Big Pun page. Just to direct all the traffic to Full Blast Radio. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it helped or not, but I know people are in there and are trying to be in those groups. So I just use those to promote Full Blast Radio. And
Okay.
I was on there heavy, so I'm not on there heavy like now. I stream to the Full Blast page. I don't know if the stream comes down because I don't go in it. I'll enable it to go live there,
Okay.
and we'll just stream on Facebook because people are still on it, but I'm not on it like as much, especially not like talking with people because it was a lot of negativity, on Facebook
Yeah.
with people trolling and just and people that I found a lot about like people too, like people that Facebook you friends with that you knew, and especially like after the election happened too. Like I saw so many
Mm.
people that were like got divided, and it was crazy. It was crazy. So I was
Ex-
like, yo, I'm off. I'm spending too much time on Facebook talking and reading comments and not being productive. Like I gotta get off of this social media ish. And then I said, let me go
Exactly.
heavy on YouTube. You know what I mean? Because I was like, and I can monetize off this. You can't monetize on Facebook. They getting all the money, making billions of
Right.
dollars every year. I mean, every
Right.
year, every day. So I said, let me use the YouTube, and YouTube is paying off as bad as they've been acting, on my
Yeah.
channel. But I still thank them for doing what they doing because I found y'all on there, so I got to thank them for that.
Man.
It wasn't for that, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Full blast
Word,
tribe. You
yeah,
already know. You know what I'm
word
saying?
up. Shout out to
Let
the
me go and
tribe
throw it in.
always.
Shout out to the Full Blast Tribe. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? Brother Dragon, Kareem, SOD, First Lady, Queen City.
Word.
Uh, I know Mick
I
Tyler.
I
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
It's gonna be where we ain't gonna remember all the names
You
in
know what I'm
about another
saying?
6 months. I'm gonna be like, just to
I mean,
try everybody. Damn it, I can't remember all your names. I'm getting old.
the Mario, can't help it, man. I just love all everybody because they so cool. You know what I'm saying?
Word up.
Number one thing I want to shout out is also please subscribe, like, share to Full Blast Radio on YouTube, Twitch, TuneIn,
Word up.
uh, let's see, Facebook, Twitter, Full Blast Radio, Instagram. Y'all tune in, subscribe, especially YouTube, especially Twitch. From the way you've been explaining it, especially Twitch and YouTube. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
man,
saying?
I'm getting more familiar with it every day, man, on Twitch, man. I thank the subscribers. I want to thank it was Timmy. Shout out to Tim,
Shout
and
out.
I forgot who it was. Please forgive me if I don't remember. they went on there when I was DJing because I was telling people about going over there. If you got Amazon Prime, you'll get a free
Yeah.
subscription if you subscribe to the monthly, but it's free,
Oh,
but I
really?
still get the donation.
Okay.
And when
I do have Amazon Prime.
you do? Okay, so
Yes.
if you subscribe to it
Uh huh.
as
Uh huh.
as a say you're paying the $4.99 a month, it'll be
Okay.
free for you, but I'll still get the donation. So
Okay.
when I announced that, yo, he gave out like it was between Tim and someone else. They gave out like 5 gift subs to different people.
Okay.
Like you can gift sub to someone so they can have a subscription.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I want to definitely thank them to do that, man. That was dope that they did that.
Okay. Well, no
Word.
doubt.
So
No doubt. I'll definitely do that too. Just
word.
subscribe, like you said, find what I'll be looking for when I go on.
I think what you do is that I put matter of fact, I give you the link. It give you the whole instructions on how to do it. I put it in the
Okay.
Full Blast community section on YouTube.
Okay. Okay.
I copied the step-by-step instruction. Like you log in with your Amazon Prime, and then you choose what channel you want to subscribe to. That's what it
Okay.
do. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I'll
All
send you
right.
that link.
I also in it, and I know you said First Lady, she has a podcast that she's doing now.
Yes,
You know what I'm
indeed.
saying? And as I was looking through the chat, I seen one or two people talking about some stuff. So I would like to subscribe to any and everybody's page as far as podcasts and shows. I'm a supporter. So anybody out there that's like on this chat right now that's doing shows or whatever, please send me a tag or something like that so I can watch your show and share it and like it just as
Word.
much as I do with Full Blast. I would like to be a part of the crowd watching and listening and commenting. So please, y'all remember that. I am Cookz24, COOKZ24. You can see me, find me, or see any positive messages I post on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat. All of them. It's the same thing, Cookz24. So,
Word up.
Djaytiger, man, I want to tell you once again, man, because I know you got to go. Thank you very much
No, thank you, brother.
for taking the time.
Word up.
I want to let you know that I enjoyed learning, listening to you. Like I told you, I was going to ask you some stuff that everybody else ain't going to ask you. I'm going to ask you some things that you really, that you feel like talking about. You know what I'm
Word.
saying?
Shoot, you brought stuff up that I was like, oh, shoot. Let me see. You know what I
You,
mean? Like,
you know
word.
what I'm saying?
Dope, man.
And,
Thank
and,
you.
and and I feel like, you know what I mean, like it's important that people know that you ain't just DJ. You ain't just like you're a person, you're a man, you're a human being. You know what I'm saying? You got
Word.
a life too. You gotta have your sleep, you gotta have your eat,
Word.
you gotta use the bathroom just
Yeah.
like everybody else. You know what I'm
Word
saying?
up.
Straight up.
I get
So
that
I
much
ain't gonna,
sleep, but I love not
you know
getting
what
no
I mean?
sleep to do this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Word
That's
up.
why that's why Full Blast Tribe, we here. You know what I'm
Hell
saying? We
yeah.
here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Well, other than that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and blow on up out of here. Let
Love,
you do
bro.
your thing. I'll be watching. I'm already ready to tune in. I got both my little phones, so I'm tuned in,
No
ready for
doubt.
the next show. And
Yes,
other than
indeed.
that, Full Blast Tribe, y'all already know what time it is. Salute to everybody. Chat room, salute to
Word. Salute
everybody,
to
and
everybody.
thank
Love y'all, man.
and thank
Word.
y'all for watching, man. Thank you
Word
very
up.
much. And Full Blast, thank you too for giving me the platform to talk with you.
You already know, bro. Love, man.
All
You
right.
already know.
Love,
All
man.
day.
Peace. And I'll see you. I'll see you. I'll be listening to the next.
All right. Definitely.
All right.
6:30. Word up. You know how we do.
Peace out.
Full
Yes,
blast,
sir.
full blast. Our DJ's better than all these bands. Shout out to Cream. What up? Yeah, AO Deli. Yeah, they say, yeah, only one channel per month when having a free subscription. Yeah. So just subscribe to that one channel, Full Blast Radio. Now, respect, y'all. Real talk, man. So I love, man. The vibe is so important, man. The vibe's got to be dope. When the vibe is dope, everything else is dope. That's that good feeling, good vibe, man. Good people, family. You know what I mean? We all need each other for real, for real. Word. Salute y'all, and I'll see y'all at 6:30 with Reno, Commerce and Hip Hop. Yeah. I may even go live in a few minutes. Some music. Why not? This is my job. Salute, y'all.